Today we're going to be diving into the mass transit, the trains, the buses, maybe some trams as well of our European area in New Brewburgh. Last episode we set up this new mass transit island and we want to connect that to the rest of the city. And as we go on, we're going to be building out this European area as well with some of the new region pack assets. If you enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be fantastic, and let me know in the comments when there's a particular part that you enjoy. I'd be happy to hear. Right, let's dive straight in. Oh, I absolutely love New Brewburgh, and I'll tell you what, when you get the lighting just right as well, it really makes the game look beautiful, doesn't it? Very good, very good. So this is, oh, things are upgrading. This is the island that we set up in the last episode. And if you remember, we've got the train line that runs through here, heads off into the city. We've also got this little bus depot, bus station thing over here as well. It's got some built-in shops as well. I hadn't really noticed that. That needs to be hooked up. And then we've got our European area over here, which at the moment we've only been using the German region pack stuff in here, but we're going to continue expanding. We've got new parking rows that we can use as well, some new decals, all sorts of things, and we're going to be mixing in, if I can say it correctly, some of the French assets that we've got as well. I think they all go together really well. Right, okay, I feel like we need some sunlight on the matter. There we go. Excellent. Looking much better. Right. So let's come over here. What should we start off with? Let's start off with our train station that's running through here. So it connects to the outside this way. So as that heads on outside the city, we can bring people in from that direction. I would like to try and get it set up with our main hubs that we've got going on over here. So let's just follow this train line through and see where it goes. Yeah, at the moment, it only heads over to the right, which is, yeah, we've got our large station here. So we could set up a connection that goes backwards and forwards from there. And I'm wondering if we did that, if we had a train go from here to there, could we then send it off into our stop over here at Woodland Glen? That would be good. And then on the way back, we could bring it back into here again. I think that would be a good idea. Nice little round trip. If we did that, let's just see how it would work. So it would go up there. That'd be fine. It would go, I don't think there is actually a connection from here to Woodland Glen. Unless it goes up here. Yes, there is. It would go up here and round, and then coming back again, it would go up here and round and go. Yeah, I think we could do it. Let's give that a go, and we can see if we can make it work. No, that's the bus line tool, the train, passenger, railway line tool. Yeah, okay, so let's go. I want to go from this side. So we're going to go from there all the way over to our main train station over here. Any one of these not really being used? I think that one will work okay. Does that one get a connection where we need it to go? It does. Then we're going to go round here. Yep, into this one. This is getting pretty busy, but we'll make it work. Oh, I wanted it then to come back down here. Oh my goodness me, where the heck is that going? Like outside the city and round again? Actually, if I hover over the right one, I think it's coming back into here and then back round there. So actually, that's not too bad. So it calls into the station in both directions. So if we go maybe to another station there and then back to here. Missed it. There we go. And then hopefully that one's okay. So what I'm going to do is turn all the other ones off, and then we can just double check that that is working. Yeah, that's fine. Up and out of there, into there, up and out of there again and back. That is perfectly fine. We don't have a name for this area yet, so it's Birdsong Mills at the moment, but we will be changing that to one of your name suggestions. So I'm going to leave that as Train Line 7. They've moved this over this side. I keep forgetting. Assign vehicles to, let's just we'll drop that down to a couple of simoleons. That'll be good. Excellent. So then what we could do, we want to bring people in here to populate this area, is we could add another train line that actually goes outside of the city. So if we use this one here and follow this one round, we should get all the way to the end. There we go. So that one's going to Bowes. And all the way back again. There we go. Excellent. So what I might do with that one is actually name that one. So Birdsong Mills, I'm going to keep it to Bowes. And then we can adjust that afterwards. And then do we want to go the other direction outside? I think going down here and outside to other areas. I mean, we could... No, we'll leave it like that. If anybody else wants to come in, they can come into one of our main stations and then get a bus, a shuttle, metro, whatever, over to the area, and that'll be fine. Excellent. You're going to tell me there's not enough vehicles for that line. Darn it. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do then is we'll pop into here, BMW to Bowes. We'll drop that down to as low as we can. Oh, it will give us 1. Excellent. We'll keep that as 4. Hopefully that's okay. No, not okay. Can we upgrade our depot, cargo train terminal, our train rail yard to get some more trains in? What is this one going to give us here? That is for faster maintenance. We've got the 15 and that is it. Well, that's slightly annoying. I mean, what we could do, we do now have the small train garage, which adds an extra 6 vehicles. Could that be squeezed in here somewhere? Maybe not right there. What about over here? I bet if we do something clever, let's just pause this a sec. We could get that to join up here. Yeah, let's delete these roads. We'll come back to you, don't worry. Now, I want that facing the other direction. So if we do, yeah, if we do that, that'll be fine. Yes. And then what have we got? We've got 2 lines coming out of there. So let us picker this and see if we can connect this up. Basically, we've got to get it onto here, haven't we? Unless we take it over as another bridge piece over the top. But I've got to be honest, I think if we bring this in as a nice, slow 90-degree curve, that we could then... I haven't got anarchy on, have I? No. So that could then go into there with no problem. Yeah, the train's going to slow down to get around that corner, but that's fine. And then we've just got to change where this is going to connect. So I do need to put anarchy on for that one. So we're going to bring that one into this crossroads over here. There we go. And I think that should be okay. Yeah, it was all connected to these sort of slower roads anyway. So any more traffic that we see, we'll sort that out. But I think we're fine. They're just saying that at the end, there's no track connection, but there is this side. So that's fine. Yeah, there we go. And the extra trains are going out. Brilliant. And what you'll see as well, we slow this down. The extra trains actually sit in the back here until they're needed. And then they go, which is great. So that should sort that problem out. Let's whiz all the way back over here again. Yep, everybody's happy. So we'll keep an eye on how much this is used, how many people come in and out, and the comfort and everything as well we've upgraded. Cool. Right, so that's going to help as we expand over here, which we'll do in a moment. We also want our bus station set up. I'm thinking actually we might come back to that when we have grown this a bit, because then we'll know where we want the buses to go. I think that's a good idea. So why don't we start building out this little front section here that's overlooking the water and overlooking the historic train stations. That'll be a good idea. Right, first of all, let's take a look at the services that we've already got in Birdsong Mill. So we have a police headquarters down here, which I'm going to select as an operating district just in here. And we're going to do that with all of our schools as well. We can see our school is already filled up, and I believe there'll be people traveling in from outside the area to do that. The high school's not too bad. This is going to be a hospital. We'll select in here, and a fire station. Yeah, firehouse. Oh, what's this one down here? Little crematorium. Yep. We'll select that for in here as well. And I believe that is it for over here. Yeah, very good. Oh, no, we've got these here, haven't we, as well? So we've got another fire station. We're going to select there and Emerson Croft. Yeah, we'll leave that other area to fend for themselves. They've got help elsewhere. And the police station again. Birdsong, Emerson Croft. How many cars have we got? 14. We're gonna need them. As this gets bigger, we are gonna need them. So that's waiting for her. So that should end up coming from over here at some point. Yeah, okay, that's good. Oh, hang on. And these are schools as well, weren't they? Yeah, we've got the D High School. We'll add that over here. And then this one is a French college. We'll add that for over here as well. There are no houses in Emerson Croft, so that's fine. Good. Okay, so let's have a look at maybe some of our larger specialized buildings that we could place down, and then we can work our way around those. So if we start off in our residential signature buildings, we've already placed that one, so that's fine. We've already placed those. German and French. Here we go. So we've got a couple of choices here. So the DE Department Corner building. I think that would look quite good in this area. Now, here we get +5 well-being within this area, and then the city-wide bonuses. So if we place something like that, I'm going to turn off anarchy. Yeah, get that as close as we can. And then the other one, that is like a row building that's supposed to sort of go with this. I mean, I'd like to have more than one of these, but I'm just wondering whether we could pop that elsewhere, because also you get a well-being bonus. So I'm thinking we'll have that one down the front, and then this one we could have over here. And then we can zone around that when we get there. And then we've got the Folie Bergère, which gives the bonuses you can see on the screen. And again, we'll sort of spread that one out and maybe have that one over here somewhere. Yeah, that'll be fine. Nothing in the industry. And in this one here, we have this one, the Maison de Savoir Numérique. Again, it gives us some bonuses. We've got this one here, that one there, that one there. I think this one is going to end up being all the way over here somewhere. So we're going to pop that in. That's more of a corner building, isn't it? Yeah, let's just move that one, and then we'll deal with that one once we get to that area. Very good. And we've got pretty much all the other services covered, as you've seen, but we do have a city hall, which I would like to make into a nice build somewhere. We were using this before elsewhere, weren't we? But we changed it, and I'm thinking of trying to get some sight lines going down here. So we've got these larger roads that have been coming into here, and I'm thinking of carrying this one on down here and making this section an area where we would have this at the end. So let's pick this road. There we go. We're going to upgrade this one. Let's turn off this one here so we can get that in the middle. Excellent. That is a nice looking road going up there. We might change the trees and stuff on there when we come to do some decorating, and that is where we want it. So we just anarchy that in to the middle. Very good. And we get a nice sight line going up this road. It's okay as we curve around the corner. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I think that's good, and we can build definitely a nice area around there, which will be good. This is a city hall, so that's going to give some bonuses to the city, of course, as well. Oh, it has some upgrades. I didn't realise. What do we get here? The Urban and Planning Office. Oh, yeah, okay. Somewhere I can live. I mean, we have the money. Minus 5% building level cost citywide. Yeah, we're definitely adding that on. And this one, minus 5 crime rate citywide. We're definitely adding that on. Suddenly now the building looks even better. Fantastic. Do any of these buildings? No, they're not going to have upgrades, are they? Oh, this one has an upgrade. What's that got? A wing extension, extra patient capacity. We don't need it. Just checking these other ones that we placed down, just in case there's anything. I think I've already added all the upgrades that we need. The school. Yeah. Okay, good. That's fine. Right, let's build out these couple of front squares first of all. So over here you can see we have got a bit of a mixture between the German building and the French buildings, and I do think they fit in really good. So I will try zoning some in, and then we'll see how that goes. And if we need to sort of plop some stuff and move them around, we'll do that. I've got a mod here that separates out the different styles of building, which has been very helpful. So if we move along to here and highlight that one, so we're going to get medium density row housing, French, and medium density housing. So maybe let's go for a mix of a bit of this around here, and we'll get some high density residential. Now what I actually want is mixed housing. Yeah, we've got both of those, and I want mixed housing to come down this central, either side of this central area. So before we zone anymore, actually I'm going to turn off zoning on these roads. Is the zoning tool working at the moment? It's a little bit hit and miss. We'll see how it goes. Yep, it's worked, and hope that doesn't cause any problems. That's worked. I'll do that. Yeah, it looks like we're okay. All right, let's just see how we go. Try and get a corner one on here. So actually, I'm going to change that back again. This one. Okay, let's turn off the zoning thing. Try that again. Reset that. Turn that back again. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I don't know whether it's going to let me do it or not. We'll see. We might change that one out for a corner building. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's take a little gander up here and see how it's going. Some are still zoning in. There we go. Fantastic. Just as we come along. And the mixture really fits together well. I like it. There's a couple of gaps like this because of the way the zoning is, but we'll get to that in a moment. But, oh, this building looks fantastic. Really like the mix of the two. There we go. And I've straightened this up a bit down here. So that's looking good. So for those that don't know, to be able to plot buildings down like this, there's two mods that I would recommend. Plot the growables is one. So that enables you to pick any item from the Find It mod, which is the second mod that I'm recommending. Any building in here. So let's go into our buildings. Let's just pick, what do we want? So we're going to have something from the German or the French pack. I'm going to pick one of these. I tend to pick a level 1 building, let it, level up naturally. So I can place that anywhere that I haven't zoned, and if I do that, the building will stay because I've got plop the growables. Without plop the growables and no zoning, that building will just disappear. So that's why you need that. So those two together will help you out. And also Find It includes the picker. So that's really handy as well, because what I'm going to do in some of these places here where it hasn't zoned in any buildings, I can pick a building that I like, plop it next to it, and that's really good. I do want to just remove this one from the corner. That is a separate one, and then we want to get something nice and thin to go in here. I'm just looking if we've got any nice and super thin buildings I can grab. There will be one around here somewhere, or maybe not. Everything's looking super large. Okay, that's fine. So good example for using the Find It mod. So there we go. We'll go into here. We've got level 1. I've got the 2 packs. I want lot width. I basically want 1, I think. It's going to be the width. If I do 2, is that going to be too much? That's a corner piece. I think they're all corner pieces. Let's go a bit further down. Yeah, definitely want lot width 1. Yeah, so something like that will do, and then we can use a bit of move it to line these things up, and that will work. So what I'm going to do is going to plop a few buildings up and down here, get this sort of filled out, lined up, and then we can do some detailing and decorating. There we go. Things are expanding and growing nicely. The buildings are all slotting together well. I've got a few gaps here and there because we're going to put some parks and things and some parking inside, but I think they're fitting together really well. A bit of a tip when you're trying to get these buildings to sort of fit in with weird shaped lots like this is I normally start with the corner. There we go. It was an autosave. I'll have a quick sip of tea. Yeah, I normally start with a corner like this, and then we'll line them all up until we get to the next corner. And then I'll line up the best I can and go along, and we'll go all the way around. Then you'll normally find you'll get to the end, there'll be a weird gap where things don't fit. The corner pieces are very good at sort of wiggling backwards and forwards, left and right. Like this one here, it's not square with that building, but it's got an end to it you can sort of butt into. So trying to keep your main buildings lined up and at their full width works well. And like you can have them set back a little bit, that doesn't look too bad, but the corner ones are quite good then for finishing it off. You can maneuver them, you can sort of move them back if you need to, they can cut into the building like you can see, and if you sort of line it up right, it looks like that's correct. You could even do something like that, couldn't you? I quite like that, and have a bit of a cafe space out the front. I'm going to leave it like that, why not? And that's normally how I get it to work, and then once you've sort of been round lining them up once, and you found like a gap that's big enough to fit another building in, plop it in there, and then do one last tweak and then step away, because otherwise you'll just drive yourself insane going round and round in circles trying to line this all up. What I am going to do to get into there, I'm going to delete that building so we can come in there. This one here I'm not going to have so far back. I've changed my mind because it does sort of look a bit weird. Maybe something like that. We'll see. And this one over here, I want access. We're going to take that one out. Just checking I've got no zonings. Nothing's going to appear. This one we've got a gap. This one I haven't completely surrounded it because it is the police headquarters. So let's take this one here. See what we can do. Maybe if we bring in, of course, now we've got our new parking roads, which are quite good. What is going to be the? I need to work out what is the smallest one that we have a look in. Yeah, what is the smallest one we have access to? Yeah, basically any of these will be okay. So what I'm going to do is use an alley to get in. So hopefully we can squeeze that through there. I probably do have Anarchy on to sort of help with that. That looks 90 degrees to me. And then we're going to build off of that 2-lane angled parking. I mean, we literally could just bring that across like that. and have that as access to parking. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. And then we could do a similar thing over here. And then we've got the police station over here as well. So I'm thinking of, could we do that all the way through the back here? That is pretty wide, isn't it? If we did a one-way road, it's still pretty wide. Okay, no, we'll use this little space down here again. Yeah, I'm going to have to maneuver this around a bit. That isn't quite where I wanted it, but there we go. If we do something like this, it's going to end up as a very small car park with a lot of concrete around it, but yeah, that's fine. That's okay. And then we can put some parks and things around the back. This one here, I don't think we're going to fit any parking in like that. We might do some opposite on the road here. What is that? That is a school, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just wondering whether we put a little bit of street parking in here. Could work quite well. One side only. If we upgrade that, is that lined up in the middle? It looks like it is. And then on this side of the street, the other side, we could take away the parking with a bit of trees, yeah, and a bit of grass. Although it never adds the grass in. I don't know why. But yeah, we'll do that. Do I want the trees on there? I don't want the trees on there. What I want is a wide path. There we go. That's better. So you've got parking outside of the school down there, which is good. All right. Okay. Let's just do a little bit of detailing. See if we can pop some of these maybe. I mean, the micro parks in here would just be fantastic because I believe we can zone off the back of these. And let's just grab, that's a dog park. It's huge. Little mini parks. Yeah, we can pop some of those through here and just see what they look like. Oh, there we go. I don't think that looks too bad at all in those blocks. These buildings just go together so well, don't they? So well. I absolutely love them. They're great. These are all shops along here. So now I'm wondering whether we shouldn't upgrade this road going along here with this one going along here with this road. I think would be good. Let's pick of that and upgrade this. And it's actually going to move everything back a bit, isn't it? I thought that was lined up, but it isn't. So that probably does need to go. Let's turn this off. Let's get it in the center with that one. Then we can always shiftify our buildings a little bit. And then we'll do the same over here as well. We're going to take off. We're going to put wide sidewalk on this side. And then we should be able to move everything back. One sec. Yeah, there we go. That was no problem at all. Just shifted everything over. So if all of that has got the parking, I'm thinking about whether we need to do that all the way round. Oh man, I'm gonna have to now do it. I just feel like with these roads, we just need the extra parking. But what I could do is pop it out further like this, so we don't have to maneuver anything, which will be good. This one here, we could pop it out a bit further, and then we can push back the city hall, which will be fine. So let's just shiftify that back a bit. Yeah, and I'm gonna do the same again. I'm gonna make wide sidewalks on the other side. Oh, that looks so much better, doesn't it? With proper parking around there. That is really good. And even though we can't add the grass on that side, we'd, of course, do our own decorating. Oh, something's going on with some trees and stuff as well. So let's have a look out here. I would like to add on. We're going to use some of the decoration items that actually come in the game. Potted plants. These things here, I think. Or these ones. Let's have a look. Wide, high. Yeah, let's go with that. And I don't know if you know about this mode in here. We've got the snap-in mode. Snap to distance. So that will always be whatever distance you set here, 8.7 yards, whatever happens, and nothing will change. If you turn that off, you get this sort of sliding option. So if there's room, it'll add another one in, but it just means for those more difficult places, you can get things lined up perfectly, which I really like. So we are going to take these, and these are going to sort of form a bit of a temporary barrier, as it were, for cars just sort of driving into the city hall, which will be good. Security measure, I suppose, is the word I'm looking for. What about a nice London pine? They're pretty big, aren't they? Linden. Ah, linden. Everybody loves a linden. Let's start from the same side and draw it all the way to the end and just see whether this will line up. Oh man, I hate trying to get this in the middle. Is that in the middle? Okay, we'll see. Let's go all the way to the end and see whether it just gets both exactly right. Oh, it looks like it will. Have I done it right? Oh man, I'm like sticking out the side. Ooh, let me do that again, 1 sec. Oh, there we go. After another attempt, I got it right. I lined it up by looking straight down. That's the way to do it. I'm liking that. That is looking good. I'm just wondering whether to do a similar thing along here. Or we might actually leave that open, and then we'll do a bit of parkage along here as it heads down to this huge drop down to the river. Yeah, I think that's good. Right. What about in here? I feel like we need to add some more, if there is available, municipal type buildings and make this a bit of a city hall campus. Okay, how do you think things are looking? I'm really enjoying this build. This is looking fantastic. All the little parking places all over the place, really making this look good. Builders are starting to upgrade as well, so they're obviously happy with what's going on here. But yeah, I think this looks fantastic, doesn't it? And this park over here, just using some of the game's inbuilt parks, expanding them out, adding my own little things as well, a little bit of detail in the back of the city hall that we've got here as well. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So what I'm thinking now is access from the train station over here. What's going to be the best way for that? Well, we do have, of course, the bus station. So I do want to run a bus. I'm just sort of looking at this overall. I think I'm going to bring a bus in and just run it straight down here around the outside and back again. And that's going to cover it for now. And then as we go along, we can add more buses. I think that's going to be what we're going to do. Let's go for that's it. I want this one. European. Thank you very much. EU bus stop shelter. And we're going to have... So which way is that going up here? So if I add that on there, we're going to lose all the parking. Let's do it on the end there. If I turn anarchy off, then I need anarchy on. Okay, might need to change that. No, that's fine. Well, I have that one go up there. And then it's going to come along the back here. So we'll just have one, say, along here. That's fine. Doesn't mess up the parking. And then it's going to come back down and go through here again. Unfortunately, we're going to end up losing, unless we pop these in. Oh, I don't want to lose the trees and things down the middle. What are you doing to me, game? Is that going to be the same for all of these roads? That's really weird, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll do it. We'll have one either side there. We'll have one, it's coming in here, isn't it? Yeah, we'll have one either side here on this little section. And I might just go back and manually place those trees in myself. So that'll be like a little mini loop. So let's get that one in. There we go, that's fine. And then when we get a name for here, I'll name that bus route. Let's just check. It hasn't got too many vehicles on there. So this is going to be bus line number 10, I would imagine. I'll hover over it. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to call it Birdsong Mills 1 just for now so we know. We're going to change the colour on that. Let's just make that... Always end up going for yellow. Let's go for purple instead. And then, I mean, the lowest is 2. So we'll do that. We're going to make this one free. Why not? So people getting the train can get over there and get up here. And then I want to add 2 pedestrian accesses from here. If they wish to walk over, a bridge over here would be great. So that's going to mean breaking what we've got set up here. If I pick of that fence. Yeah, there we go. So what I want to do is I'm going to add this walk over there. So I'm just... No! Auto save for the win. I only lost the setting up the bus route, so that was fine. So this time I think what I'm going to do is just like delete that. There we go, and we'll work on this way instead using Not much. Move it. Okay, what I'm trying to do is actually get that. There we go. Excellent. So I want to add a little bridge going across here. Let's have a look. I mean, the cable stayed bridge would be quite good. Pedestrian arch bridge. Cable path with stairs. No, that's for going over road. So what have we got down here? We've just got this one and then some basic bridges. So yeah, maybe this one would be quite good. And I want to hook it into here. If we can, let's just do that and then go back to standard path. We can just sort of bring that in and then not quite sure where that's going to go. Maybe just to there by the look of it. Actually, as we've already got all of this marked out, I think what we'll do is we'll just use the invisible, here we go, the invisible walking path. It looks like it's connecting up to something there. So we'll do that and hopefully that's okay and we'll start seeing some people walking across the top. That'll be good. And then I can sort that fence out a little bit later and those flowers. And then, yeah, I mean, that is an excellent way to get in. And then we need somewhere to get across here. So when they're getting dropped off by the train, they can walk around the road and around the roundabout, but I'd like to make it a lot easier to get over to the other side. I'm just sort of looking if they walk out the front, maybe we could sort of do something here. Let's just clear out some of these. Whoops, nearly deleted the entire roundabout. Let's just remove some of these just to give us a little bit of space. And then for this one, I would definitely go for a covered crossing. Let's just drop that down to that and go up a little bit. Let's put the snapping on. How high do we need it to get over? I mean, that to me looks pretty good. Like so. Is that high enough? We're going to get some trucks. Do you know what? That looks a little bit low. I'm going to lift it up. Yeah, let's lift it up a bit. Not much. Just like that. That'll do. That'll be fine. And then we can just basically connect this up, can't we? And hopefully people will start using this. Where are they going to... Oh, no, I want it on the ground. Not quite sure where they're going to walk out of this train station. Maybe we sort of connect it up to the side here. Yeah, we'll add some crossings. That'll be okay. And then this one over here, you can hook up there for me. That can literally go straight in, can't it? If we go across, we'll give them a crossing as well. Yeah, okay, that looks good to me. Everybody's happy with that. And that gives them access over to the buses to get into this area. Absolutely loving the way that this area is turning out. I can't wait to fill the whole of Birdsong Mills with these European style buildings. It's just going to look absolutely brilliant. If you've enjoyed this one, a thumbs up would be absolutely fantastic of you, and then check out the next video on the screen. Thank you very much for your continued support. Have a great day. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.